Unlike a lot of other states, the state of Indiana is a manufacturing economy. It has a bigger fraction than most other states, or maybe all other states, in terms of its total economy is derived from manufacturing. So all the different things that we make require water, and that is one of the reasons why it's so important here. The way that we get ahead of the game, the way that our state gets in front of the problem of water supply and water availability, is we conduct these kinds of investigations within regions that can then inform the future development. We have to do that, and it has to be both a water resource, water availability question, as well as a water quality question. My name is Jack Whitman. I'm the Vice President of Strategic Planning and Integration for INTERA. INTERA is a water resources planning firm that does a lot of different work all over the country. I was the director of the study. Our role has been as the hydrologist to help people understand quantitatively what the effect of other people's use might be. So how much do we need in the future is really important. But how much do we have, and where can we get that water? The whole idea behind this report is to say how much really is there to use. It's got to be a finite number, it's not infinite. But what is that number, and is it large enough to take care of the needs that we have even into the future? Here we were trying to anticipate the water demand 50 years in the future, which is a long way, of course. The other question is a little bit one notch more complicated, and that is, if it's there, is it okay can I drink it? Do I have to treat it before I drink it? The question of water availability is affected by the water quality that's in the resource. So in the report, we describe the sub-basins within this large network of basins that flow together into the White River. We show individual sub-basins that will be in deficit, that more water will be taken from individual basins and would be put back, essentially, in that basin. The most important thing that I believe came out of this report and this work was that we were able to document with data, not with our own notions or our judgments, but with the data that exists, that there is adequate supplies for the growth of this part of the state into the future. And so this region definitely has enough water. It's just about how to move it, how to store it, and where it has to come from in the future if it's not coming from the current locations. So in addition to the findings of that water resources are adequate and water supply is adequate, the other finding that we came to the conclusion of and reported in this document is that water utilities here need to work together in order to better serve and manage these areas of the state that might have local deficits. We have to invest in ourselves. Our economy has to be able to respond to the needs, and the needs now are related to water. Water will never become a less important thing. In order for public officials to really do the job of helping guide community growth, we need to understand what the consequences of our water use might be and how much there really is.